I hope you guys haven't forgotten me. I know it's been a while. Hope you haven't. If you have, well, yeah. Yikes. Hello. Hope you guys have not forgotten me. I'm sorry. I kind of lost my temper with Sussex Squad and decided to give it a few days, and it dragged into something else. So here we are. Hope everybody is doing okay. Let's hopefully let me see if more people will join. I appreciate that I've been away, and I should have sent a post explaining where I was and my state of mind. Hi, Marantha to the King of Kings. Happy Sunday. Oh, something in my teeth. Oops, sorry. The lighting, as always, is trash because I don't bother, which is my problem. It's not yours. And guess what we're doing today, guys? Woo, 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 woo. The Alkies in the house. We are here with a big bottle of chilled as ever. Something is in my teeth. Sorry. So I was doing some coding while drinking a little bit of as ever and listening to music, which unfortunately I cannot play because YouTube is bugging. What is in this cup right now is as ever because I don't have any real glasses to use. Let's see if more people join. How's everybody been doing? Guys, I've missed you. For those of you that are normal, to our little Sussex community, I've missed you and I apologize. I promise this will not happen again. I just had to take up some days off because honestly, people sometimes leave social media because, well, I got too stressed out. Now I was pissed. And because I have I'm overwhelmed with a lot of, I tend to get overwhelmed. My pissedness just, hey, grasshopper, that's an idea. I'm going to get orange juice and make it into a kind of even though it's not a prosecco, I'll mix it up a bit and do it because I'm not really a rosé drinker like that. So classy house. My house is a mess right now. I'm clearing up the kitchen. Yes, I will tell you why I'm pissed, Josephine. Don't worry. Because there's so much to say. But let me first of all start by saying this live. First of all, oh wow, 41. Hi everyone. How's everybody doing? Thank you. There's more. Did you know what? I genuinely thought because I've been away for so long, max I'd get 10 people, but I was okay with that because I love you guys. But to see that's a good one. But 63. Wow, okay. Are you all at home on a Sunday? Is that why you're all here? Hello, 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 hello. I would play music, guys, but YouTube is bugging and they're spoiling it for everyone. So I can't play music, unfortunately. I hope you're all doing well. How you guys doing today? How has everybody been? Summer is slowly coming to an end. I know, I know. We're now in August. Can you believe it, guys? August. This is where we are. There's so much to say. I'm from South Africa, but now in the Philippines. How is the Philippines? We live in a shanty town in the USA. Oh dear. Yeesh. Oh well. Please drop a message 23 in the chat if you bought or were able to get your hands on Meghan's rosé, because we're going to start with Meghan's rosé, and I think it's actually it's actually well timed because the Duchess's birthday is tomorrow. Ooh, 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 ooh. Meghan is 44 years old. Congratulations to the Duchess. 44 years. What a wonderful time to be alive. Hey, how are you? Hi guys. Cool. Hope everybody's doing well. I'll start with the wine, then I'll get to what I'll start. Oh, hi, Favor. I'll start with the wine, my review of the wine. So this is chilled, as you can see, and unlike that clown Richard Eden, I'm not just drinking it and pretending like I don't like it because Richard Eden is a prick. As we know, this is me pouring it in. Now, that's a nice smell. Hi, Denzel Fernandez. Ooh. So let me walk you through how I went about it. So as you guys may have heard, Megan was selling her as ever wine. I think, was it in June? I think it was in June, and it started shipping in July, right? I ordered mine the same day it was ready. And if you recall from my videos, you know that I was shocked that it sold out. I wasn't expecting, I mean, I knew it would sell, but I didn't think it would sell out. At least not at that speed. So you guys are driving business for the Duchess, and I love that for her. Anyway, so it took, guys, I have a complaint for the Americans in the chat. I love you, but your postal service is a disgrace. I've never seen anything like it. Yes, I am aware that Florida is far from Napa, but it took, this order came in on the 9th. I ordered it 9th in June. It started shipping, I believe, from the 9th of July. It's mine shipped, I think, the 15th or the 16th of July. Why am I just getting it? I just got it on Thursday. How, Sway? How? So it means it took almost over a week to get to Florida. Then I now had to wait because it's summer. It took them 3 extra days to be able to get it ready for me. By the time it shipped from Florida to the UK, I got it in 4 days. Don't even get me started on that one. All in all, it's just straight garbage. I'm not happy with the time at all. I'm not happy with the shipping, because especially since this is wine and America is quite hot, I don't know if the taste has been influenced by the heat. America. So guys, I'm very sorry to say I'm not sure I'm going to buy the next one. I'm not sure, because like, if I don't know what's going on with your postal service, but this is unacceptable. I shouldn't have to wait a month plus for the order that I ordered, especially if it's perishable. It's wine. It wasn't refrigerated. It wasn't kept in cool conditions, because why would they? So I'm really complaining about that. And this complaint is for Netflix. It's not for Meghan. For those of you that are being shady, it is not for Meghan. It is for Netflix. Netflix, you are her business partner. Can you please explain to me why you are yet to figure out how to get international shipping for these goods? You've seen how popular they are. Hmm? The only thing I want to be hearing from Netflix right now is when everything from With Love Meghan is going to be stocked on their international shop. That's all I want to hear from you, Netflix, right? I don't know who Earthy Earthling is, but please don't come and be saying that type of thing on my chat. Let me remove you from here. I'm sorry, that's going to get you removed. I'm a Beyonce fan. You don't go around saying that people are dead, even as a joke, right? Especially not Beyonce, not in this current climate. Yeah, that is not the type of news we want to be hearing. Even as a joke, I've removed your ass from. I will throw your ass out. As you may have seen on this channel, we do not deal in fake news, so stop it. Yeah. So, how's everybody doing? I'm going to give a review of the wine from my perspective. So, as you can see, the consistency is pink. I love that kind of color. It's cute. It's delicious. Now, because I am not a pretentious sommelier, and I am not somebody looking for engagement. Well, I am looking for engagement, but I'm not trying to be needlessly, extra for the sake of engagement. This wine, I like it. I've said it before that I'm not the type of rosés I like are a bit sweetish. I am Nigerian. Thank you very much, Anthony Monholland. And are you Christian? I don't know. What does that mean? Do you mean am I Christian? Is as in do I believe in God? I believe there's something out there, but am I Christian? No. Not am I a church going Christian? Absolutely not. So yeah, what were we saying, guys? Yes, let me go back to what I was saying before I get distracted. So yes, the wine tastes good. As you can see, my thoughts are wandering. I've been drinking the wine. Yeah. Yes, Elfaz. I've been sipping on the wine before this. I was going to wait for the chat, but I couldn't help it. It looks so nice and chilled in the fridge. So I have been sipping on the wine. So my thoughts are a bit everywhere. So bear with me. like it. It's a good wine. It's decent quality. Like I said, I prefer sweeter wines, but this is nice. I think for the money that you've paid, yeah, it's about the same. It's about the same, I guess. So I'm enjoying it. I feel I would. I don't know if I'll buy the next one, guys, because I think I want a sweeter wine. I was trying to get more information about that wine. If it's sweeter, I would definitely buy. But if it's more of the same, I probably wouldn't, because I'm not a rosé drinker like that. I like my sweet wines. If I must drink, when she releases her champagne, I'm there, because I am a sparkling wine rosé drinker. Yes, a prosecco drinker. Give me a prosecco, give me sparkling wine. I am there. Rosé is not really my thing, but at least I have it and I'm happy. But I don't think I'll buy the Napa 2024 because it's still a rosé, and I want sparkling wine or champagne, or actually no. Since they don't call it champagne outside champagne, I just want the sparkling wine and the prosecco. That is where you will see me. I am happy to buy two cases because I love me champagne, and I'm a big fan of. I don't know if have you guys heard Night Timber. I love Night Timber. Night Timber is some of the best sparkling wine I have ever had in my life. It is absolutely delicious. Mwah, fantastic. Night Timber. If Meghan can get close to that quality for her champagne or better, we will have a lit party. Can you scold me in that accent? Oh my God, the pervs are here. So, what was I saying? So yeah, like I said, 0/5 for the shipping. Too expensive, too slow. Something needs to be done. But I do applaud Duchess Meghan, because alcohol is how to make a lot of money. Like you've seen, George Clooney sold his tequila brand. What was it? Tequila. His tequila brand for billions. I don't see any reason, if Meghan's wines continue to have this type of traction, I don't see any reason why she can't license it and retail it for that amount. So I would say alcohol brand, that's where it's at. Good for you, Meghan. I like this wine. It's actually really nice wine. You can see why Richard Eden was pretending to not like it on TikTok. That guy is just a fool. Can you imagine your career? This is your career. All you do is troll an innocent person for engagement. I mean, it's like being in high school, no? So childish. But that guy is a piece of shit, so I'm not really surprised that his thirsty ass would be, chasing engagement that way. Oh, what's happening here? So, ladies, what's happening? What's going on? Ladies and gentlemen, sorry. Yeah, so now let me tell you, now that I've spoken about the wine and I like it. I'm not a rosé drinker, but I think it's good quality. I think it's well worth the money. But I'm honestly more interested. And honestly, this has made me 500 times more interested to know, when are we getting the raspberry spread again, Meghan? When are we getting the apricot spread? Because I am literally down to the dregs of the. I have like maybe 1 or 2 or 3 finger licks left. The honey, let me guys show you the honey. See the honey, guys. See the honey. I want to make it known that I don't drink tea, and I'm not even a honey eater like that. But look. I put my hand in the jar. I know it's gross, but it's just for me to see the consistency of that honey. Yum. Mm. 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 That's delicious, guys. Mm. Megan, when are we getting this honey again? I've already done a reaction to the honey. That honey is thick. For those of you that are on here wondering what I'm hawking, this is Duchess Meghan, the only member of the royal family that has any entrepreneurial sense and is not leveraging and relying on inherited colonialism, racism, and what's the other one? Exploitation for clout. She's using her brains to build a business brand and producing fantastic products. If you don't know of her already, please go check out As Ever. Just Google as ever, and you will see the products. Of course, they're all sold out. So I guess right now my update, as I said, is Megan, please get us Megan Netflix. When are we getting the raspberry spread? When are we getting the restock of the honey? When are we getting I think this time I could actually be convinced to buy teas. Why? Because winter is coming. Summer is almost over. So I will want to start drinking for those lovely teas. I look forward to it. But yeah, let me talk about why I was upset with the squad. So 2 weeks ago, it came out that the Netflix deal, Daily Mail released an article about the Netflix deal, and what they said was that Netflix is no longer going to is not going to renew the Netflix deal, and we all knew that this was what was going to happen. We all knew that the Daily Mail was going to take information out of fresh air and report rubbish because in a way that makes it seem like Meghan and Harry have failed. And I was painfully disappointed and irritated by the amount of people on X that were spreading misinformation. That was first of all the amount of tabloids that should know better that were reposting that news was very annoying, because like a whole People magazine that is always posting something about the Sussexes had the audacity to say according to Sun, and I was like, you are reporting something for us to believe as information of the Sussexes, and you are using the Sun of all places, as a source. The Sun that I wouldn't even use as tissue paper if I had to take a dump outside. That is your source. And again, I get it. Tabloids will do what they want to do for, engagement. But I was very, very, very irritated by how a lot of the squad were spreading that misinformation. They were not practicing discernment. And it just felt in that moment, guys, that what is the point of doing all this? What is the point of debunking and releasing all these videos and taking time and trying our best if people are not going to start picking up the BS in the media? I just got absolutely frustrated. I got absolutely frustrated because it wasn't, again, if it was the tabloids, I would have ignored them because it's easy to ignore the tabloids. But seeing a lot of so-called squad people, like for example, even though I have removed and I've blocked that Meredith Constant, she actually posted, oh God, she pissed me off the most. She was saying that, oh well, I mean, there's a way she has this way of posting that really annoys me. She'll pretend as if, well, I'm just reporting the news. No, I am not a Meghan fan or anything, and I am not a royal family fan. I'm trying to be objective. I'm like, but and I told her that, look, you say that all the time. You are looking for engagement. You say that every single time when you are posting what you know is clickbait for engagement. And that's why I don't like you, Meredith Constant, because you are very disingenuous. You are media savvy because you said that is what you do. You say that you are supposed to be a media, you report on media reporting. So you know when clickbaity BS is being put out there. So why are you using your platform as somebody who is supposed to be the most media literate of us all to repost nonsense? And of course, many other so-called squaddy members that claim that they are debunking fake news are the ones who are sometimes spreading misinformation too. So I just lost my temper and I just said, I need a break. This is getting me too agitated. Another thing that also kind of put me off was, honestly, there's no news. There's no news. The Obviously we know that we've seen the paparazzi TMZ released paparazzi pictures, which I am not going to post, of Harry and Meghan being caught on the beach having have on their vacation with Archie and Lilibet. And even though we know they are not going to post Archie's face or Lilibet, I'm not going to promote that behavior. I'm sorry. Because in as much as it is going to break the law if they release the images of Archie and Lilibet without their parents' permission, I will not be shocked. It will not shock me in the least that one brave paparazzi would take one for the team for the sake of money. I'm not, frankly, right now, I'm very confident that a lot of paparazzi people have pictures of Archie and Lilibeth, but maybe they're trying to shop around to see who will buy it, but nobody wants to buy it because nobody wants that legal drama. It is against the law to post pictures of minors without their parents' permission, but it won't stop people on the internet, right? How do you stop billions of people all over the world with a phone? So to me, the best way to stop them is to not promote that type of thing. So I'm not going to post Harry and Meghan on the beach. Unless Meghan posts it on her Instagram, which she might, then I will post it. Because it tells me that is what she wants us to do. That's the content that's for us. And I'm okay with that. But yeah, that's kind of what really annoyed me. And like I said, because it's got to the point now, guys, where even though I enjoy dragging the royal family and I enjoy dragging the royal rota, when it comes to the Sussexes, I would really just wait until Meredith Mains or they speak directly. Speaking of, let's go to Meredith Mains. Guys, I posted it on my shorts. Did you see that? So I posted it last night. Did you see the masterful way Harry and Meghan's PR team responded to that stupid article, that clickbaity article from what was that author's name? Andrew Loans, trying to sell a book about Andrew. So I am very confused why a book about Prince Andrew has Harry and Meghan in it. They were saying that Harry was fighting. Can you imagine? And I want us to use critical thinking here. How many of you would lay your hands on your uncle? Hmm? How many of you would throw hands with your uncle? Not, I didn't say your cousins. I said your uncle, your parents' biological or half or non-biological sibling. Now they expect me to believe that Prince Harry was throwing hands with Andrew. And it wasn't even just that he threw hands with Andrew. He threw hands with Andrew in 2013, and apparently it was over Meghan. And I was like, and people have said this too. But Harry didn't meet Meghan until 2016. So why is or how is Harry throwing hands on Andrew about Meghan in 2013? It might be that maybe he was trying to put two different incidents together, but that was the first BS. The second BS was Prince Andrew was telling people secretly that Meghan is an opportunist. Which is interesting because the British royal media keep on letting us know that racism. We were very welcoming of Meghan when she first came. So I'm very confused. Either you're saying that the British royal family was very welcoming of Meghan when she first came. Now you are now saying that people in the family were calling her an opportunist. So which one is it? These people lie so much. They don't even, they have so many threads of bullshit flying in the air that they don't even think. You know when you're lying so much and you're not connecting the dots? Because I'm like, how can you say Meghan is lying about her experiences in the royal family and with the British press, even though many of us with functioning brains can read and we know what the British press was saying about Meghan and other members of the royal family through the British press were saying about Meghan. You are saying that no, the things that our eyes are seeing and that we read, that they wrote, is not true. Meghan was welcomed and she was introduced. Then on the other side, you are writing books where living and non-living members of the royal family told a third party who told you that they hated Meghan. So I'm confused. Was she liked or wasn't she? Personally, my opinion, honestly, I believe when she first came in, I believe based on what Harry said, because I go directly to the source, Harry was very clear that the Queen liked Meghan. Oh, thank you, SH. The Queen liked Meghan. And that's honestly all he needs. His father initially pretended, or at least to her face, on the face of it, appeared to get on with Meghan. But then when he found out, in my opinion, I think when he found out that Meghan was half black, all of a sudden there was no money for her. Debate it with yourself. Because Meghan, when you see her the first time, you don't think, oh, biracial black. Mm-mm. He probably thought, oh, she's exotic looking. The instant I'm sure he found out that Meghan has a black mom, all of a sudden he was like, oh, yeah, this can't happen. Sorry, she has to find a way to go get something to do because she can't stay here. Meanwhile, Kate, I've missed dragging Kate. Kate, who entered this family and can barely speak English, and she has no career or discernible skills to speak of. Despite being in the royal family, the majority of her early 20s to early 40s, who has done bam in the time that she's been there, they were happy to give her full security. They were happy to give her whatever she needed while William was carrying her around the world or whatever the shenanigans he was up to when he was young. I don't know. I don't pay attention to these people. They were happy to give that to her, a kid. They didn't ask her to go and work, even though they keep on saying that the queen was worried. Again, this is my problem. With the way they lie about Meghan, why would I believe anything they have been saying for the past few years? Even about Kate, who I don't like. Let's keep it 500. They lie. If you cannot give me a name that told you something and that person will come and stand up and say, yes, I told that person, then you are not telling me the truth. I'm sorry. In a normal country, people should not be allowed to call themselves journalists, right? If they cannot tell the truth. Yeah, exactly, Gina. William, from what we've heard, has a very bad temper and that he fights with his wife. According to Harry's book, William hit Harry and kept pushing him. No. Hit me back, hit me back, hit me back. He wanted him to hit him back because then he would have something on Harry and he would go and quickly run to Kensington Palace and say, Harry hit me because of Meghan. And I'm sure Harry knew that. And he was like, I'm not going to touch you. Harry is smart. And my heart breaks every time I think of Harry. And this is what I will never forgive the royal family for making me feel sorry for a man, a white man, who is a direct descendant of the British royal family. I will never forgive them for making me feel that way. I'm sorry. Because before I was happy to just like Meghan and the babies by herself. But I began to like Harry. And I blame the British media for that. I blame the British royal family for being so horrible to that man that they made him likable. See? Again, let me be clear. Don't come and fight me. I'm not saying that Harry is a bad person. I mean, Harry is a good one. Harry, in my personal opinion, has performed the exact way I expect a non-black person dating a black person or somebody who has black blood to behave when confronted with racism against said person. Because many of you are entering interracial relationships without self-care. You want to date out so badly. Oh, I love the way he talks. I love the way she takes care of me. You fall in love, but you don't think about the fact that love is not like we're not kids. Especially if this is somebody you want to have a family with. Me, I am Nigerian, and in Nigeria, we are raised to know that the men are the head of the home, regardless of culture. So if I'm marrying outside my culture, outside my race, I expect to be comfortable that the man I am with can take care of us, can protect us. But many of you are not doing that due diligence. So for Harry to step up for his wife, educate himself, and expose the fact that, look, I was wrong about certain things. There were things I did not pick up, I did not know. If you listen to his interviews, you can see that he sat down with himself, surrounded himself with people who would educate him, and it's made him a better person. Now he knows, look, by the virtue of the fact that my wife is biracial black, there are things she is going to experience, and I have to protect her. And that's the way. Honestly, Harry is the model for many of you that are dating outside your race, this is exactly how you do it. You get a partner who loves you enough to educate himself. Now, I would also go and say, as you, the person of color, if you're marrying into a family, you need to pay attention to the family. Now, it's very possible that with Meghan, she didn't get a chance to know them enough before marrying. I don't know. But I really do empathize with them as parents, because take away the royal family. I'm very sure there are people in the royal family who are their friends, or who probably feel, that what was done to them was very wrong and wants to be close to them. Like, what's her name? Eugenie is very, from what I've heard, is close to Harry. She goes to Montecito to visit, so at least her children will grow up with Archie and Lilibet. It's a shame about what's his name? It's a shame about William. It's a shame that William is doing that to his own biological brother. That's not fair, William. I don't like you. I think you're horrible. But that's your sibling. You know? Whatever your feelings are, about Harry, if anything ever happened to Harry in a normal world, those kids are yours to take care of through the love you're supposed to have for your brother. And I'm very sure, because of what has happened, if anything, God forbid, happens to Harry and or Meghan, they have things in place to ensure those kids are never brought back to the UK. That's why they probably went to make the godparents, like, as far away from the British royal family as possible. I'm not saying that they can't go with the Spencers, because the Spencers care for them. But, like, if you know what I mean, you know what I mean, right? Like, what? This is your sibling, William. And this is the reason why I hated William before. I despise him 10 times more now. If nothing else, this is your biological blood sibling. Those kids are yours by blood to protect. I have a sibling. Many of us have siblings. And I know people who are estranged from their siblings. But they've told me something. They said when they had children, all these wounds, they began to forget them. I was speaking to somebody about this, actually. He said him and his brother got into a terrible fight. For 10 years, they did not speak. But then his brother had children, and he had children. And all of a sudden, they fixed that wound. And that's my point. William, you can hate Harry all you want, but those kids are yours. And his kids are yours by blood. And the fact that you, as a brother, the future king, cannot use the power that you don't deserve and you don't have to protect your siblings, children, says a lot about you, and why I hate your ass, and why I hope your reign is short. Honestly, I personally think that the monarchy is going to end after Charles, and I look forward to the meltdown and the breakdown. Yes, guys, I have seen the chat. I have seen what's in the chat. I've seen it before. I think it's just bots. It's because I'm doing this live without my laptop, so I can't delete the nonsense from there. But yeah, that's kind of like a lot of my thoughts on the whole situation with the Netflix deal. I think we all know. For the Netflix deal, I think we all know that Meghan is going to get I mean, to me, it's not even worth discussing because it's preposterous. She's getting season 2 of As Ever. As Ever is selling out. Why on earth would Netflix not do a deal with her? What? I mean, guys, even the British media, use your head. She's in a business relationship with Netflix. So how can the Netflix deal be over? Let's use our thinking hats, guys. How can Netflix deal be over when they are business partners? Isn't that the clue in the name? We are business partners. So basically, we have signed a deal with each other. And like I said, what pissed me off was people that should have known better were spreading disinformation for engagement, and I lost my temper. So that's where I stand. Netflix deal, we all know something is coming. When Megan's team is ready to announce, we will hear about it. So I look forward to that. Yeah, what else has been happening? The Windsors, the Windsors have taken a multi-million dollar or £1 million vacation on an expensive yacht. Doy. I mean, at this point, Kate and her magical cancer. I was kind of hoping that she would release another nature video so I can drag her for it, but I don't know why they haven't released it yet. Maybe, okay, and I know I've picked the play. So they will release the video, call it work, and then go on another vacation in September. Who wants to bet? This wine is making me tipsy. This is nice. Mm. Oh, hi, Josephine. Thank you. No, I wasn't sick. I'm also posting on TikTok as well, guys, if you want to see me there. Yeah, so that's my update. I was catching up on the Sussexes. Like I said, there's nothing coming directly from them yet. And you know what we do, guys? We don't post false information here. So I am not going to post anything from the British media about the Sussexes. What? Let me hear from them, then I'll post it. I'm looking forward to the Netflix one, as I said. And Megan's birthday is tomorrow. Yeah, the Kate Middleton video was so. I saw it, but I was like, I can't. I already dragged you for this, Kate. I don't care. I really couldn't care less what Kate does. Where I will drag her though is if she has the audacity to bring up that cancer thing again. If she brings up that cancer thing again, guys, I will destroy her trust. Oh look, honey, that I'm eating it in a very gross way. It's because this jar is just for me. Mm, 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 mm. Mm. Delicious. So everybody, what you been up to? What else has been happening, guys? Everybody's on vacation, and I am not posting tabloid news. Nothing has been happening. I think for me, what I'm looking forward to is I'm going to keep an eye on things. As we all know, Megan's birthday is on Monday, so I know the Duchess is going to post something. So definitely, we will talk about it here. I don't know. I can't be live tomorrow because I'm going to be in the office, so that's why I'm doing it today. Otherwise, because I've done a Megan birthday live, but I will post a reaction to video to whatever she posts on her Instagram because, of course, she will. Um, Elfaz, I've already responded to King Charles's Gardner story. Yeah, I believe it was a hit piece as well, and which is why they like again like clockwork. After that story was released, literally the next few days, Meghan and Harry's Netflix deal became a point of discussion, and like that, we're not speaking about that Gardner story again. It's clever. It's clever. It's clever. It's clever. I have to give it to them. They have a very good strategy that works for them in the UK. But I'm waiting for an opportunity is going to come very soon. Some big news coming out. Harry, as we know, is coming to the UK in September, and apparently that is the same time as I think somebody in the royal family is doing something also in September, but I don't care about these people. So I look forward to see the shenanigans. I want to see how the PR team is going to handle Harry being in the UK. I think the way they handled that book thing was masterful. And I was like, guys, are we not liking it? Is it not good that the PR team released a statement? No, Harry did not fight with his uncle. And no, Harry's uncle never said anything to him about his thoughts about Meghan. Right there, just right there, right there. He has destroyed the sales of that book. Destroyed it because they can't talk about, even if they talk about it anymore, somebody they will have to talk about the fact that Harry has denied this is true. So why would I buy a book that is known to be a lie? Exactly. Yeah, he's coming. I don't know if he's I don't know if he's coming. I could have sworn that I read that he was coming. I read somewhere that he's coming to the UK. I thought it was I could have sworn it was an official announcement, but you're right to ask me, Elfaz. I don't know. I could have sworn I could have sworn it was an official announcement. The thing that was so interesting, it was guys, but Josephine, but you already know the answer to that question now. The reason they will say that it's not a problem is Peter Phillips is only William's cousin. It's not his brother. They don't give a damn when look, let's be honest, nobody cares about anybody getting married in that family. Nobody cares. They are millennials and younger, but they are happy to use it for clickbait and news. I saw that when it was Peter Phillips, but because again, guys, this is my point. These people are so irrelevant. It doesn't even register to me for a second. First of all had to sit down to think, who the hell is Peter Phillips? It took me until I completely forgot. I wiped it from my memory until evening when I remembered that, oh yeah, Sarah Phillips, that must be her brother or something. I didn't even know who that was. That's how irrelevant they are. And I saw posts on X that, oh, they're trying to copy Meghan and Harry's engagement ring. They're trying to copy the music. And I was like, they will do all that copying and nobody will care. People don't care about the family anymore. Thanks to the British media, Harry and Meghan are the only thing anybody is talking about. So the British media have fucked themselves, have effed themselves, frankly, because nobody cares about not one person in that family if it is not Harry and Meghan. So thanks. That's why I keep on thanking the British media. Thank you for making Harry and Meghan the most popular royals in the world. Kudos to you, because that's why they had to copy Meghan and Harry's ring, because nobody would have given the bottom half of a shit otherwise. Peter Phillips can literally run naked on London Bridge right now and declare his love for his 1-year-old fiance, and it won't even make breaking news, because who cares? It will only make breaking news if he runs naked on that bridge screaming Harry and Meghan's name. See that? No one cares. That's how irrelevant they all are. Nobody gives a shit. So Peter Phillips, whoever you are, and your 1-year-old bride, I don't care. I don't even care enough to drag you for copying Harry and Meghan, because I won't get any engagement. With my tiny belly there engagement, I will get Zara, because nobody knows who Peter Phillips is. So so let's focus on the real stars. Meghan. So Meghan's birthday is tomorrow, guys. Please let me know in the chat. Do you guys have any plans? Are you going to post anything? Yes, I want to shout out the Sussex squad, even though I'm dragging many of you. I think it was Zandy Sussex. Zandy Sussex was saying that the Sussex squad have raised over $1 million for charities and good causes for Harry and Meghan's, either directly affiliated or patronages, and I think that's fantastic, and that's bloody incredible. Actually, what? Just grassroots movement, over $1 million. That's wow. Kudos to the squad. That's incredible. That's incredible, guys. Jesus, do you know how incredible that is? Grassroots movement. I don't know many of us squaddies that even know each other personally. But you were able to raise over $1 million for charitable causes just because you like Harry and Meghan. I applaud you all. That's incredible. Kudos. Let me find a smiley to put in the chat, because that's incredible. Yeah, it's amazing, right? That to me is what should be breaking news. Because do you know how difficult it is to get grassroots to do anything, and to get strangers from all over the world to come together and contribute and donate money to causes over $1 million. I'm not sure of the time frame, but to me, that's still wow. Kudos to you guys, and to everyone in this squad, both both those that are genuine and both those that are not, who have taken the Sussexes as their platform to do good in this world. Kudos to you, because that's incredible. I wanted to call that out. I was very pleased when I saw that. I think for Meghan's birthday, I'll do a short, obviously. I'll do a post, of course, celebrating her big day. And yeah, I'm hoping for her birthday, guys. She announces as ever is going to be restocked. I'm going to get 6 honey. Yes, I will be that person. I will get 6 honey. I will get. Hi, Maximilian. How are you? I will get honey. I will get jam. I will get like 6 of each. And I'm not sharing with anybody. I'm sorry. The best I can do is maybe do a giveaway with maybe honey and jam. But like that's about all I'm sorry guys. No, because the honey is so good. This is me. If you know me, you know that I don't eat honey like this. Look, I've had. Did you guys remember some of those? I live in the UK. Some of those store bought honey, even the ones that you buy from Whole Foods, they can be sitting in my cupboard for years. I won't touch it. And see, see. I've been licking this honey. I had never tasted anything like that before in my life, and I'm very excited to see what comes next. What else? I was going to talk about. Yeah, so we've spoken about the hypocrites, the Windsors, who are literally playing in all our faces with these vacations they keep having. Um, we've spoken about the gardener thing. What else happened recently that I said I was going to speak on? I was thinking to myself that there's something that's happened that I've missed. Katie was showing her coochie. Well, it wouldn't surprise me. Did you know what? Do you know what? Let me say this. When people are young and as thirsty as Kate is, don't forget that Kate's entire personality, reason for living and existence was to get, was to nag, was to nab William. That was the beginning and the end of her contribution to this earth. To become a wife to a member of the royal family. That's it. I can't even knock the hustle. It worked, right? Oh yes, there was some. Did you guys see online? They were saying Princess Charlotte went to the Lionesses' final games, and they were saying that her hair color is looking different. Now, I will say this. I will say this. I don't know if I agree with this. I'm not sure. It's very normal for kids for their features, including their hair, to change. So I didn't really see because I don't really pay attention to any of these people. But I didn't see that her hair has changed. Please let me know what you think. I didn't think her hair looks the same to me. What do you guys think? They're saying that they're dyeing it to make it look more red. I'm like, I don't think so. Well, I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. She's looking more and more like her father. Yeah, but then again, now, I think if they've been out in the sun, which they have been, they've been out in the sun, guys. I've had a friend who told me when she's out in the sun, her hair gets blonder. I don't know. I don't have blonde hair and I don't have that type of hair. So if your hair is like that, please let me know in the chat. When you're out in the sun, does your hair get lighter? I want to give her a benefit of the doubt because she's a child. And anything that is happening to her right now, she's not aware of it, to be with her parents. So any shenanigans and bullshittery, let's look to William and his cancer wife. And I don't know, look, British media, can somebody go and intervene for Catherine? It's very obvious that woman has an eating disorder and is getting very uncomfortable looking at her. I can't nowadays getting to a point where whenever I see her picture, I can only barely look at it because I feel like I'm watching somebody starve themselves to death. Someone should go and check in on Kate because Kate is clearly anorexic. Look at her neck. That's not normal. Something is wrong with Kate. I don't care, but I'm interested. But I want the tea. So if the British media can stop harassing Harry and Meghan for 2 seconds and go and find out when Kate's eating disorder started, I would love that tea, actually. Those of you that are saying that I'm being mean, please get off my page. I don't owe those people any graciousness. I don't owe them any niceness. They should even be. I am actually way more controlled than I would be. So they should be thanking God because I've grown. Thank God for growth and working on ourselves. Because if it were me from 5 years ago, I would have been merciless. Kate clearly needs help. Let me just sip that tea. Okay. But let's not talk about the fact that Kate looks clearly has an eating disorder. Because I have never seen a woman that skinny. Even Megan, I would say it to Megan. I don't like this whole bony girl summer. But Megan is Pilates. And if you look at the way Megan makes her food, Megan is a vegetable fruit gal. So I can see why, skinny girl is. And Megan has never actually been. I always got the impression that she was a bit. But I don't know. Maybe it's a trend. I don't know. Maybe it's a over 40s, rich white girl trend. I don't know. But me personally, I have no interest in ever being that skinny. What? I want to be healthy. I love the idea of having a fruit charcuterie board, having vegetables. That's lovely. I love it. But will I have that skinny? Hell no. I'm African. I need, my body to be bodying. I'm sorry. But that's the thing. If you look at Kate's picture, even when she was at her slimmest, she was always athletic. She doesn't look athletic. She looks like she's literally starving to death. So, because how is it possible that her waist is smaller than her daughter's? And everybody's watching this and nobody's thinking, ooh, something is going on here. But from what I heard that her husband, Gwendolyn, so you see what I mean, right? So I heard that William likes his women bony because he's gay. You didn't hear that from me, allegedly. Sorry. Because do you know why I say because he's gay? I know there are some men that like slim women, but a heterosexual man, and you don't want your woman to have tits, you don't want her to have ass. What is that about? I need the men in the chat who like their women very skinny to please tell me what exactly are you grabbing onto if she has no tits and ass? How is that appealing? But I'll just say my mind. There are only two types of men I personally believe that like their women really skinny. Men in the closet because a skinny woman reminds them of a man's body. And men who like young children. Both of which are disturbing on so many levels. I'm not saying that William is any of those things though. I'm just saying that it's weird that McKate has progressively been getting extremely thin. I always side-eye any woman that is looking like that, especially after she's had 3 children. It's weird. I'm like, okay, that is where their attention should be, sorting out Kate's eating disorder instead of harassing Duchess Meghan and her future billionaire status. But well, Voldemort is not gay. Exactly, Sean. Never said that he was. Didn't say he was. But the way I have never seen him look so radiant and happy with kids the way he is when he's with with Jason North. But I'm just clocking that tea. I'm just saying, some men, especially men nowadays, really like their friends. So do with that information what you will. Exactly, Elfaz. I won't lie. The first time they announced that abdominal thing, that was the first thing that came to my mind. I was like, "Oh, has she finally?" I was like, "Oh, has she finally stabbed herself to death?" I won't lie. I was kind of taken aback. I'll be very honest with you. When I heard that it was abdominal, I was like, "So she had an eating disorder." I think she has an eating disorder. Come on, it's pretty obvious that's what's going on with her. She clearly has an eating disorder. And I think but according to Rebecca's article, the one that I gave you guys feedback on, they really gave her cancer treatments. This is how I know they hate that woman. They hate that woman, guys. They're trying to. The Pretty Royal family doesn't like it. Because what do you mean? I was speaking to people, yeah. They remove something from your abdomen. Abdomen surgeries are already very delicate and very dangerous already. They move something out of your abdomen. They saw pre cancer cells. They did not see cancer. They saw pre-cancer cells and went to go and put kids on chemotherapy. Even if it was just for 5 seconds. What? You're blasting radiation into somebody because you found precancerous cells. Are you insane? And I thought it was just me, but I was listening to people online that went through those surgeries, and they were saying they also found precancerous cells. Nobody recommended us for cancer treatment. Highest, they just said you need to come back. Let's keep an eye on things. Finish, because there was no actual cancer. They hate that woman. I keep telling you people, they don't like that woman. If Kate had been kind to Meghan, we would be organizing a Get Kate Out Royal Family campaign right now. But because she decided to be a mean biatch, I hope she's rotting in the hole that she dug for herself. I hope that thing that she was looking for, she's getting it and more. So I really couldn't care less, frankly. You reap what you sow, bitch. Enjoy yourself in the royal family. But yeah, that's another one. So William and his boyfriend Jason North, who I'm sure he took on vacation with him. Oh god, you know, I wish, I won't lie. Before the crown got very boring, I used to enjoy the tea. I wish when they released the 80th season of The Crown, we would get all that tea, because I think there's a lot of information about Jason North and William. There's something there. There's tea there. There's tea. Mark my words, there's tea. There's tea. That messy ass relationship. There is tea. And if I was a British member, if I was a real determined member of the royal family, I would be, sorry, a real determined member of the British media, that is what I would be looking for. But anyway, because they are too scared to actually do their job, I'm waiting for somebody who is independent in the media, who has the platform to go investigating the British royal family. I don't have the capacity, otherwise I would have done it myself, or the interest, frankly. I want someone to go and release all the tea about that shit-stained family. And yeah, so Charles, for what I saw all the back and forth William and Charles were doing in the media, and I was rolling my eyes. I agree with the comment that said it's very possible that Gardner tea was leaked. That's very possible too. And then did you see, every time Charles is fighting with his son, he's always announcing his funeral arrangements and letting it be known that Harry and Meghan are going to be featured in it. Every time, like clockwork. And that way you can tell, oh, okay, so the girls are fighting. I just feel bad for Harry and Meghan that they are using them for whatever shenanigans they are playing on with each other. William wants his father to retire. His father said, hell no. I don't blame his father, frankly. Can you imagine handing over the reins to William? Ugh. All he does is carry that his empty folder and pretend to be working. This country is doomed. Like I said, I think I'm going to put money on it. I'm going to put money on it. By the time William ascends the reign, he will be the last monarch of the British royal family. Mark my words. It doesn't matter how many times they bring out George or Charlotte or any of those kids. People are tired. What worked before is not going to work again. People are not good, and especially people are especially more aware now. The people will speak up a lot more. That why are you using these kids the way you're using these kids? Leave them alone. So where they would normally use the children to deflect, like that blackguard waste man, King Charles, I don't think people are going to fall for it anymore. I certainly won't. I would drag them that these kids are not the ones. Stop using your children for attention. You are the person that is supposed to be taking over the throne. We want to see you and your wife, not your children. And that is what people back then should have done to protect Harry. But nope. The way Harry was just abandoned and used as a punching bag is unacceptable. The fact nobody in the British media, the fact nobody in the public, nobody spoke up for Harry, and how he was being treated, I think that will always stay with me. And I don't even, because I'm like, so it's really that easy to follow a cult. You see a child be harassed from when he's a teenager to when he's an adult, and nobody is looking at this thing and saying this is wrong. Well, I guess that's human nature for you. So yeah, you see, this is how boring everything has been now. This is all the gist I have for you guys right now. I'm waiting for. I'm thinking that maybe. Exactly. Me too. There's a lot here. A lot. A lot. And I look forward to the person that will come and tell us the tea. I will say this though in closing. It's summer period, so we unless something controversial happens, I don't think we're going to get any real movement. I'm waiting, me personally, I'm waiting for more information around the next As Ever drop, because I have a feeling that there might be an As Ever drop that will coincide with when With Love Meghan comes back in the autumn. I don't know, what do you guys think? Um, I'm not sure about buying the Napa Valley 2024. Like I said, I'm a rosé fan, but I'm not a rosé. But I'll look, if it's champagne, if it's sparkling wine, I'm buying it though. Don't even get it twisted. Sparkling wine is where it's at. We're going to have a party if it's sparkling wine. But if it's rosé, I probably would give it a pass. But yeah, let me know your thoughts, guys. On the when the Napa Valley Rosé is being released, I will also go online to check and see if any As Ever products are being released, because I need my honey and I need my jam. Sorry, my preserved Duchess. And yeah, I will also buy tea this time, because like I said, it's autumn and I drink a lot of tea during autumn. So yeah, guys, it's been lovely catching up with you again. Let's keep our eyes out on any real and not tabloid led news. Obviously I will react. And yeah, thank you for coming to my live. A toast to Duchess Meghan, and for every black and brown, not even black and brown women, yes, of course, a toast to you. And for everybody who is having to go through people not believing in them, people lying on them, for every resilient man, woman, and child out there who decides to ignore the noise and keep it going, for every businesswoman who's trying to make her paper, I raise this mug of As Ever to you. And yeah, keep grinding. Duchess Meghan is an inspiration to me and to a lot of us, because of the fact that despite the daily noise, she keeps her head down and she's working. And I respect that. Please let me know your thoughts, guys. Please continue to share, continue to like. Please help me grow this channel. This channel has stopped growing. I don't know what's going on. I clearly have to diversify and bring in new content. But yeah, it's been lovely catching up with you guys. I will see you around, and happy birthday to Duchess Meghan. We love you and we continue to root for you. Take care, guys. Bye.